Thank you so much. You heard one of the most important band composers ever of all time, Percy Grainger, with his most famous piece, actually, called Country Gardens. He wrote it in 1916 as a gift to his mother. We found that fitting for Sunday being Mother's Day. He actually grew to despise that piece. He was a quirky fellow, as we talked about, his music and personality-wise. And his compositions were not as conventional either. At his piano concerts, the crowd would not relent and let him finish until he had played Country Gardens, so he grew very sick of it and put some of his own touches into it. We featured Mr. Grainger's favorite instrument because he felt it sounded most like the human voice, the soprano saxophone. Will you just hold that up once? We featured our friend Ethan Rickard on that. Soprano saxophone. Thank you. Next, we feature a talented senior soloist, Zoe Leitner, in some cinematic music from the 2008 film Defiance. The movie takes place in 1941 when the Nazis are slaughtering Eastern European Jews by the thousands. So 3 brothers return to the forest where they played as kids to avenge their loved one's death, guerrilla style. The oboe solo captures the main themes of this music beautifully, and it really showcases Zoe's vibrato, pure tone, and musicality that she's brought to the program for the past 4 years. This is also Holocaust Remembrance Day, so all of this is very thoughtful. We hope that you enjoy Defiance and Zoe Leitner. Next, we hear from our percussion section, a piece of body percussion music called Rockaway. They've been very talented, and most of them are leaving us now, so this is especially fun for us. They've elevated the band with their skills for years, and their legacy will continue to do so. They worked on this piece largely on their own, I'd say 99%, while we were learning that last piece that clearly did not have a lot of percussion. We hope you enjoy Rockaway by our percussion section. Well, we're changing quickly. Happy Cinco de Mayo on a happier note. Also, it's Lailat al-Miraj, a Muslim holiday as well. It's a lot of things to remember and celebrate today. The next piece is based on a well-known Scottish folk tune. We studied the history and we even sang the words one day. During one of the many, many Scottish-English wars of the past, 2 Scottish soldiers became imprisoned in a castle in England after a defeat. One soldier learned that he would be released the next day, while the other, the song's narrator, would be executed at dawn. This soldier speaks of the bonny or beautiful banks of Loch Lomond in Scotland, where him and his love used to spend time picnicking and will never spend time again. The famous line you might have heard, "Ye'll take the high road and I'll take the low road," refers to the Scottish belief that souls always return to Scotland after death via the underworld. Frank Kelly is the arranger. He's one of the most respected living band composers and arrangers, and he chose to also use an Irish song, even though they haven't always gotten along either. And so he used Danny Boy, the most famous song out of Ireland, as a counter melody toward the end. Listen for that, mostly from our saxophones and horns. We feature Eric Hickstein on clarinet, Jen Bone on piccolo, and Conrad Phelan on horn. We really hope you enjoy Loch Lomond by Kelly. The percussion section also did not have much to do while we were learning that, so we will bring them back one more time, this time in honor of Cinco de Mayo, today for Tito Puente's Oye Como Va. Please enjoy this full percussion ensemble arrangement. pretty good, you know you have pretty good kids when you just say, go in a room and do that, and 6 weeks later, that's what you hear. Our final piece is a rarity, a student composition. Our talented senior clarinetist Mario Colaci would like to tell you just a little bit about his piece and the inspiration behind it. I'll just hand the mic to him.
So, okay. So yeah, I'm Mario. Some of you might have heard of me. And, okay. Some of you might also know that that one of my aspirations is to enter a career in video game design. One of my most, excuse me, one of my main inspirations in that field is a guy somewhere in Japan called Zune, who created a video game series called Toho Project all on his own. The coding, the art, the spriting, the programming, the music, all of it. And the series and the music from it is legendary in Japan, with entire music groups dedicated to doing remixes of songs from this series. It's like all over YouTube. One of those groups is called NJK Record. They did a remix of a certain song from this game, and I arranged that remix for a band. Basically, and okay. Basically, the scenario here. Yep. This song is the final boss theme from said game, Mountain of Faith, the 10th game in the series, and it portrays this huge battle on top of a holy mountain against the storm goddess Kanako Yasaka, and it's just this huge fast-paced battle, lasers flying everywhere. Good luck dodging it. And I would be lying if I didn't say that translates over to the music quite accurately, as some of our players can attest to. But that's pretty much all I have to say. I hope you like it. Fittingly enough for my final performance of this concert, and also of my high school career. It's called Last Moments. Enjoy.